Alright, so today I'm going to be making a tutorial video. I'm going to try to be making this so that it's like for beginners, medium players, and advanced players. But yeah, I'm going to be covering just like main skills and maybe throwing some random things. But yeah, alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with ground. Hold on, let me do this in first person. So, it's all personal preference, but the way I run is, so if you want to run this way, you're going to turn this way. And then you're going to move your body this way. And then you're going to turn your head that way. You're going to take your dominant hand, which for me is my right. You're going to bring it down and like bring it to like your left hip. And you're going to just like move like that. So you're like pulling yourself like this. And then with your left hand, this one's kind of just like flicking back here, like a flick. So together it'll be like a like that. So when you can start off slow if you're like getting like new to it, and when you get good at it, you can put it faster and it'll be like, I'm not the best at ground, but it's a pretty good run. Alright, next skill is gonna be walls. So I'm gonna do this over here at death wall. And then, yeah, we're gonna start off with like wall climbing. So when you're wall climbing, how do I put this? If you're a beginner and you starting off, I would suggest getting as close in to the wall as you can, and try not to like throw yourself out like that. Because if you could stay as close into this little crevice as you can, then you won't be able to like fall out, and you can get up real high. Yeah, so just try not to like go out here if you're like a beginner trying to learn. And I don't know, for like medium people or high people, high advanced players, you could just like instead of just like doing this, you could try to practice throwing in like 1, 2, 1, 2, and stuff like that. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, stuff like one hit and then 2 hits, and then you could just practice that, I guess. Next, we're gonna do wall running. Wall running. Alright, so for wall running, if you're a beginner, I would try to just practice like down here, like kind of low to the wall, or closer to the ground. Because if you get like good at this and consistent, then, because after you get consistent at that, then you can go like higher and do it, and then you can just keep going higher and so on. But when you do it, I would suggest like it's all again personal preference, but the way I do it sometimes is I just sometimes just pull like down like this, kind of straight. Other times I'll do like a circle with a pole like that. I mean, it's all personal preference. But for medium/advanced players, I don't know, you could try like trying to do like big circles up and trying to just do it fast. I don't know. You could try to like do bigger arm motions, or smaller ones. Whatever works best for you. It's all preference. Alright, next we're gonna do verticaling. Now, I have a couple tips for verticaling. I'm gonna show you guys them. First one is if you want to get the motion down, a good thing you can do is come to this freaking table, and you could freaking swing your arm around this table, and then that's basically just the motion for verticaling. Is basically just doing this, doing circles on the table. This little crevice that goes up the wall, this is gonna be your best friend in verticaling. Because it's just like straight up and you can, yeah. But anyway, now for beginners, medium, advanced, if you suck at verticaling, and you can only get like this high or whatever, I would suggest starting off doing like bigger circles, because once you can do slow big circles, then you can do smaller circles. Because once you can do big circles, you can do small circles, if that makes any sense. And when I say small circles, I mean like try to make them as small as you can without being inconsistent. Because if you make them too small, then you won't be able to like get enough speed like that, like this. Then you won't be able to like get enough speed and momentum up. So I mean like that. My gosh, smaller circles, but start off with like bigger, slower. Alright, we're here at back wall, I think it's called. It's gonna be the last wall I do for verticaling. This is like one of my favorite walls in the game. Yeah. Cause this is like perfect. This is like a perfect straight up to this bridge. When I started learning verticaling, teaching myself, I should say, I used to come to this wall like once a day, every other day, whenever I played really, and just practice birding, or even starting like over here and then like kind of birding is a good improvement. Because you can start all the way back here, and if you're kind of just like verting but you're moving forward, that's okay. Because that's okay if you're starting. Because like learning verticaling and moving a little forward is good. But once you spend more time and learn it more, you want to try to stay as straight as possible. And once you do this enough and get good at verticaling, once you get up to this branch consistently, you can, I don't know, rest there and try getting up to like slippery walls. Or you could just try practicing going up. Oh my gosh, I'm selling. Going up all the way to like slip walls without hitting off the branch. But yeah, that's probably gonna be all for vert. Alright, now I'm gonna be doing slippery walls. They did? Okay, slippery walls? A lot of new players overcomplicate slippery walls. Slippery walls is just like regular walls, but a little harder. When you do slippery walls, for beginners, I'm gonna do this for beginners first. When you're starting slippery walls, I would suggest trying to step. Okay, so like I said down there when I was doing wall running, how stay closer to the ground and doing it like this. So imagine this end of regular walls is the ground, and then this is the start of the wall. The bottom is slippery wall. So for new players, I would suggest starting like down here, so that way if you mess up, you can more likely to catch yourself than if you were to be up here and then you fall off and then you fall all the way down here. Alright, for medium advanced players, how do I put this? Universal tip, anyway, is if you want to have a little bit of speed and momentum coming on the wall, and always keep your speed, just like that. Because if you lose your speed or your momentum, you're gonna fall right off. So try to just always stay moving. Because if you stop, I mean, yeah, you can try to get going again, but sometimes it just slides you off the wall and you can't gain momentum. So tip is just try to always be moving or hitting. And when you do go on slippery walls, they're just like regular walls, but you can either do like really little quick movements or do big slow ones. And with big and slow, you're gonna want to be like slow, like hitting like oh my gosh, if I could talk, hitting like hit on the wall and then pause for like a second and then like pushing yourself, and you're like moving your arm up like to your like head and pulling it down to like your like bottom of your arm length, or like down to your hip for big and slow motion. And for small and quick motion, you're basically just like doing little vert. I'm gonna just say like little vert motion. And another tip is when you do, you can incorporate like a little Lucio, like a little of that when you do it. So then you get a little more extra speed. Alright, last thing on walls is gonna be the one and only Lucio skill. Oh boy. Okay. So Lucioing, this is gonna take a while. It's everything in this game, if you want to learn it, takes a insane amount of skill, or you just gotta be a talented player, I guess. Like you were born to play Gorilla Tag. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, enough me yapping. Lucio. Yeah. But when you Lucio, if you're like right-handed, I would say you would take your right hand. Again, this is all personal preference, so find what's best for you. But this is what I do. Sometimes I switch it up sometimes, but this is what I mostly do. I usually take my right hand. This right hand's mostly gonna be going up. It's gonna be going forward a bit, but mostly up. Kind of like a vert, but it's moving a little forward. Kind of like a vert wall run. And then this left hand is mostly pulling to like the side. So it's like that. I'll try to do it slower or slow it down. Maybe. Yeah, but the motion is like on the wall. So it's yeah, you can like close your fist too. I mean, it's like again, it's all personal preference, so find what's best for you. Oh yeah, it's time for branches. Alright, so for branches, how am I gonna put this into words? I don't know. I don't really, when you do branches, just like everything else I said, try to start off slow because once you get oh my gosh, start off slow and just kind of learn where all the branches are. Another big thing is like learning the map for beginners. Oh my gosh, voice crack, dude. If you learn where all the branches are, it's basically like muscle memory. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't even talk. Yeah, but once you get good at like slow branching, and another thing, oh my gosh, you can do fast branching after you get good at slow branching. Yeah. Yeah, so just practice slow branching, just random free branching. Tips on free branching is just like a lot. Key thing, you gotta practice a lot to get good. Like, that's how you get good at any game. You just practice a lot, and that's all it is. Yeah, but when you're branching, I would just say to just learn where all the branches are. And also just look around at each branch and just try to be unpredictable. So like if you're getting chased and you're doing like a route like here and you're gonna go this way, I'd say like cut back and then like I don't know, just do something like this. I messed it up. I was gonna say do something like unpredictable if you're getting chased. I'm so bad at bridging right now. Yeah, but like make cutbacks and like stuff like that. And here's a little route I do. Little branching route I do is I usually because I usually do this route like either when I'm actively branching, so I'll be like come over here and then get to this branch and then I'll come here, go up here, and then come up here and then and then you can go that way, you can go that way onto that wall, you can go up here and then go over here. You can do whatever you want after you get that. So that was kind of slow, but here's what I'm gonna try to do it a little faster. Show you guys what it would look like when I'm actually doing it. And then you can like just like go anywhere. And I'm gonna do it slow one more time for you guys. Try to do it as slow as possible. So like I said, when I'm doing the route, I'll either come from like right here, or I'll come from like here. Anyway, or you can just jump up here. Anyway, really works. I'll try to do this slow. Yeah, but that's a solid route. That's like the only route I actually do. But yeah, that's pretty much all for branching. This is a little route someone taught me. Just like slow down, show you guys. This. And then yeah, that's another good route. Anyway, that's gonna be it for branching. We're gonna go on to double walls now. Alright, so double walls. This is like a lot of stuff you can do. You can do just pinch climbing. Oh my gosh, excuse me. You can do double walls. I mean, you can do double walls. You can do elevatoring. I'm gonna throw in an elevatoring tip or two because I see a lot of people who can't actually do it. So when you do elevatoring, you're not I would say best tip I can give. It's like imagine it's like through the wall like this. When you have your arm fully extended through the wall, you're gonna be flicking your wrist down. Just your wrist. Just flicking in like a circular down motion. And also using a little bit of your arm. and help pulling down. So it would be like that. You can do spider climb. I can't really do this one. It's where you put your arms through and then you do the double walls. I can't really do this one yet. I mean, I can do it, but I'm kind of slow. I gotta practice it. Yeah, but you're basically just doing the same thing for elevatoring, but you're putting your arms through, and then you're just like in a motion, in a rhythm, rotating your hands back and forth. That's all for double walls. Yeah. All right, that's another thing that is a real game changer is your settings, like your headset settings. So, if you can, I would suggest getting 60 hertz or 72. And you can do that by getting the sidequest app. But you will need a laptop or a PC for the sidequest. I'm not really gonna go too in depth. I'll leave my side quest sets in the description if you want to go look at those. But look up a tutorial on Gorilla. Look up a tutorial on Quest 2 side quest settings for Gorilla Tag, 60 hertz or 72. Go on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. Yeah, but I'll leave my settings in the description if you want to go look at those. Alright, that's gonna be all for today's video, but if you want, you should totally like and subscribe, because that would like mean the world to me. So, yeah, peace out.